Hi there, my name is Kim Aceto, owner of Transformation Wellness for Women, where I coach women in their 50s to a healthier and happier life. I'd like to welcome you to the 3 secrets to getting your health and fitness back on track. I'm so glad you're here. I created this 3-day mini course just for you because you may be feeling like it's time to start refocusing on you and your health in your 50s. You've probably spent most of your life tending to everyone else's needs while neglecting your own. Maybe your kids have left home and you're experiencing the empty nest, and the house is a little quieter than it used to be. But now you're able to take more time for yourself. Or maybe being in your 50s has caused you to pay more attention to your health. You know that you should be exercising more regularly and eating healthier, but you're having a hard time. Well, I have some great news. You are in the right place. For the next 3 days, I will help you understand why it's so hard to stick to a healthy lifestyle and how you can finally get back on track in your 50s and stay on track for the decades yet to come. No more yo-yo dieting. No more starting and stopping exercise programs. I want you to complete this mini course with a much better understanding of yourself. You are going to do most of the work and discover your own answers because I'm not the expert in your life. You are the expert in your life and you hold the answers. So, if you're ready to live healthier and happier in your 50s and refocus on the beautiful you, let's get started. But before we dive in, I want to explain a little about the logistics. Again, this is a 3-part course in which you will receive 1 part each day for 3 days. This will allow you to focus and dig deep 1 day at a time and 1 step at a time. Along with this video, you'll receive a worksheet with some questions I've given you to work through. This is where your own inner work comes in. The worksheet is to be completed after you watch that day's video. You can print out your worksheet and write out your answers, or if you prefer to go paperless, you can fill in your responses directly from your computer. Take time each day to dive deep into each day's questions. Don't rush on it. Whether on your computer or printed out, keep your worksheets in a place where no one can find them so you can be completely open and honest with your answers, knowing that you are the only one who will see it. For now, I just want you to sit back, get comfortable, make sure you're in a quiet place where you won't be disturbed, and get ready to dig deep. I want you to open your mind and open your heart to whatever may be resonating with you today on your beautiful journey. I want to begin by sharing this quote with you by Maya Angelou. You may have encountered many defeats, but you must not be defeated. Maybe you have encountered many defeats when it comes to staying on track with a healthy diet, or exercising regularly, or any other areas of your health and wellness that you feel are not where you'd like them to be. I want to encourage you today and let you know that what I'm not going to do today is tell you that you've been doing all the wrong diets or you've been doing all the wrong exercises. Try this one that I'm about to give you. I'm not going to give you another meal plan to follow or the best exercises to do to flatten your tummy. Because in my experience advising women on their health and fitness, this is not what you need. Rather, I coach based on principles, whether that's fitness, nutrition, or any other aspect related to your health and well-being. And remember, you are the expert in your life and you hold the answers. My job is to help you discover those answers and empower you to move toward the vision of your best self. I'm a firm believer of building a strong foundation, starting with understanding this powerful quote. Health is a relationship between you and your body. You see, health is more than just the number you see on the scale. Health is more than your pant size. Health is a relationship that you have with your body. I want you to think of some of the healthiest relationships with people that you currently have in your life. This could be with a spouse, a best friend, a coworker, or a family member maybe. If you have one person or a few people in mind that you consider having a healthy relationship with, what does that look like? How would you describe that relationship? Some words that come to my mind are great communication, love, honesty, care, gentleness, respect, compassion, and forgiveness. On the other hand, maybe you've been involved in a relationship with someone that had all the opposite characteristics, or possibly some of these words are how you felt about the relationship you've had with yourself at times. Poor communication, hate, dishonesty, lack of care, harshness, hostility, disrespect, cruelty, and blame. Think about which words most apply to how you felt about your relationship with your body in the past, where it is now, and where you'd like it to be. This is very important because this is where the foundation of your health is built. When you love yourself, you take care of yourself, even if you have to do things the hard way. Back when I was a personal trainer, I had clients who came to me after having liposuction or gastric bypass surgery. Those were the clients who had the hardest time keeping their weight off and reaching their goals because they tried to change the outside before they changed the inside. You see, if you desire lasting change rather than the quick fix, you must realize that lasting change begins from the inside out. A beautiful thing happens when you start to take care of the inside, when you start to take care of your mind and your heart. The outside will begin to change. You'll start to notice a lower number on the scale. You'll start to notice that your clothes are looser. You'll start to notice that your body is changing and you are getting closer and closer to the vision of your best self. Now let me ask you, has this ever happened to you? Have you ever caught yourself being on autopilot? Meaning, while you're driving home from work or somewhere you go frequently, you seem to get lost in a daydream. Before you know it, you're pulling into your house wondering how in the world you got home. In other words, you're physically there, but your mind is not. Oftentimes, what happens is that it's easy to just go through the motions of everything you need to do, tend to what you need to tend to, and take care of who you need to take care of at that moment. And as women, we tend to know what everyone else wants and what everyone else needs. But I've worked with countless women who don't know what they want. What about you? Do you know what you want? The fact is that if we want to learn about ourselves, who we are, and what we want, what we need to make sure we do is stop and be present and mindful frequently. Again, it's so easy for us to get caught up in the minutia of everyday life. So it's important to make time for ourselves alone. Are you making time for yourself alone? You see, when we're alone and no one is watching, we tend to be ourselves. We're not worried about what other people think about us or feel like we should be doing something for someone. Rather, when we spend this time alone, this is when we learn and grow, and most importantly, where we gain clarity. I believe it's really important that you are spending time frequently doing these three things: reading, writing, and relaxing. I'm talking about inspirational and motivational books or audios that are going to challenge you and make you better. I highly recommend you set aside time to read without distraction as often as you can. Some of my clients take just 10 minutes in the morning to lock themselves in their bedroom or home office to have their cup of coffee or tea and read without distraction. Again, even if only for 10 minutes. Secondly is writing. Just like you will do with the worksheet when you're finished with this audio today, and for the next 2 days, you're going to write, because writing brings clarity. In fact, I suggest treating yourself to a beautiful journal that you pull out every day and write in. Some days you'll find that you have more time than other days, but whatever time you have, just write what you can. Writing isn't about quantity, it's about quality. If you only have 2 minutes to write, jot down something you're grateful for or something that you thought about and want to return to later to meditate on. You can write down your frustrations, your fears, your challenges, and your insecurities. It doesn't matter what you write. Just start writing and trust that your pen will flow. And lastly, I recommend taking time to relax. I'm talking about time set aside for you to do nothing. Maybe it means taking a relaxing bath, strolling through the park, watching the waves crash at the beach, taking a hike and enjoying the view, taking a daycation where you spend a few hours in solitude, or spend the day exploring a new city. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's scheduled into your calendar as a priority. You know why? Because it is. If you're naturally a giver, you've probably attracted a lot of receivers in your life. So it's really important that you not only give to others, but you are giving to yourself and allowing yourself to receive as well. Again, reading, writing, and relaxing are the keys to gaining clarity about what you want, what direction you need to go, and what you need to do next. Most things in life come and go, but there's one thing that we can count on having for the rest of our lives, and that is our body. I love this quote by Susie Pruden. Your body is your vehicle for life. As long as you are here, live in it. Love, honor, respect, and cherish it. Treat it well, and it will serve you in kind. We only have this one body that we are in. It is our home. We take it everywhere we go. I want to ask you today, what body do you want to live the rest of your life in? Maybe you're not in that body today. Maybe you'd like to lose some weight or inches around your waist. Maybe you want to have more energy to do the things you love to do. Maybe you want to be able to move around better without huffing and puffing every time you walk up the stairs. If today you're not in the body you want to live the rest of your life in, and you've known this for some time, and you've tried diets, and you've started exercising until you didn't anymore, I'm here to help you. But first, I have to break something to you. But we're going to save that for tomorrow. Because now it's time for you to work on you. Please take some time now to go through your worksheet. Remember, take some time on it. Don't rush through it. And keep it somewhere safe so you can be open and honest with your answers. Trust that you hold all the answers. I'll see you tomorrow.